Hi guys, good morning. We are going to go ahead and do our letters and sounds again, and then we're going to work with a new letter, and I'm wondering if you could guess what letter that we're going to work with and write with. But what we're going to do is first our letters and sounds, and remember that the black letters are our consonants, okay? That means that it has one sound. Our next one is the red letters, which are our vowels, A, E, I, O, and U. There's 5 of them, and those letters are in red, and that means they have 2 sounds, a short sound and a long sound, okay? So we're gonna practice with those. So let's go ahead and get started. So A, it's a vowel. So you know that it has 2 sounds, okay? So it has A, which is the short sound, and A. So A and A. A and A. Good job. All right, let's go ahead and go to our next one. If it'll change again. There it goes. Sometimes technology does not go as fast as you want it to. All right, so here's B. Ready? B, 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 B. C. B. E. Now look at E. E is red, so that means it's a vowel. That means it has the 2 sounds, the short sound, eh, and the long sound, E. So, eh and E. Eh and E. Eh and E. All right, here's F. G, 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 G. H, I. Now, I is red too, so that means it's a vowel. 2 sounds. So it is the short sound and I is the long sound. So it and I. It and I. It and I. All right, here's J. J, 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 J. K. L. Oh. M, and it's mmm. N. N. O. Ah. Now look at O, it's red again, so 2 sounds. So short sound is ah, and long sound is O. So ah and O, ah and O, ah and O. E, Q, Qu, R, S, T, U, All right, but look at U. U is red again, so that's another vowel, so 2 sounds. So is the short sound, and U is the long sound. So and U, and U, and U. V, W, woo, 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 woo. X, Y, yeah, 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 and Z. Zzz. All right, good job doing all your sounds, guys. Remember those vowels, A, E, I, O, and U, and they have those 2 sounds, the short sound and the long sound. Okay, I want you to try to guess the letter that we are going to be doing today together. This letter has a animal that has all kinds of tentacles, and it moves around and floats in the ocean. And it has 2 sounds because it's a vowel. It goes, ah. Can you guess what letter it is? I hope you said O. So we're going to go ahead and get ready to do our song, and Miss Keegan's going to get it all set up for you guys so that way you can actually hear it this time, hopefully. Because last time it was crazy. You could see me singing and dancing, but you just couldn't hear anything. So we're going to give it a whirl, and Miss Keegan's going to put on my cool sunglasses because we cute, because we're in Scoot. So we're going to learn and we're going to have fun with the letter O. So I want you to sing and rap it out with me. All right, my friends? Let's see. On the count of 3, here we go. Get it all set up. 1, 2, 3. Oh, hold on. There we go. She stole the phone. She stole the she stole the phone. Ah, ah. Oh, 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 oh. Ah, ah. Oh, oh, oh. Write it uppercase O in the air. Write it uppercase the lowercase o and the lowercase o, lowercase ah. Oh, 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 oh. Ah, oh, 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 oh. All right, guys, good job on your song. Sorry it was a little crazy and a little off on the timing. I'm gonna get better at it. I will, I promise. But I'll make sure that I give you the extra link so that way you guys can watch it the right way without all of the the mixture of here's working, no, it's not working, then it's working. And so hopefully we can get it to work a little bit better. But what we're gonna do now is we're going to go to our big screen, our big camera, and we're gonna write on the board. So if you need to go get your pencil, your paper, your writing notebook, a whiteboard, your boogie board, anything that you want to write on, okay? So you need to go get something to write with. So hit pause, go get something to write with, and hit play again when you come back. All right, guys, I hope you got all your things. So I'm gonna move the camera just a little bit so that way you guys can see it better. All right, and we're gonna do some O sounds. Now remember that Miss Keegan's gonna write in a dark color for our consonants and a red color. Well, this is pink, but you can see it better than my red with our vowels, okay? And we're gonna do the letter O. So let me move this just a little bit more for you guys. There we go. All right, so our first word, let's think of something that has an O in it. It can go O or ah. You know what? Let's do octopus, okay? Let's do that sound. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my O first. And remember, you always start at the top and then an O is just a circle. So O. So ah, ah, k, k, k. What letter do you think that is? Ah, k. It is a C, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and put a C. And C is just like a circle, but you're not gonna close it. So there's a C. And make sure you start in the middle line or on the bottom because now it needs to be lowercase. Ah, what letter goes do you remember? It's a T. So you're going to go line down and cross. O, O, O. Oh, there's another O. So we're just going to put another O there. And I'm going to write it in red so you can see it. Octopus has two O's in it. How cool is that? What goes? I hope you said the letter P. And that's a line down and a rainbow to the side. Octopus. That's a U, like and that's a short U. So I'm just gonna do an upside down rainbow with a tail, okay? So upside down rainbow with the tail, octopus. That's an S. So I'm going to do a swirl, 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 swirl. So now we have the word octopus, okay? And it goes octopus, octopus. It goes octopus, octopus. So I'm going to draw an octopus on the board. So this is how I draw an octopus. If you know how to draw one, you go ahead and draw your own, okay? If you want to draw like me, follow me. All right, so here we go. So we have a upside down rainbow. And I'm going to do some squiggly lines, squiggly lines, squiggly lines, squiggly lines, squiggly lines, squiggly line. And I'm going to put a couple eyes on him, put a little smiley face, and then I'm going to give him his tentacles. So now we have an octopus. All right, so let's think of another thing that could be with the letter O. You know what? I think this would be a good one. Sometimes you eat them, but I don't eat a lot of them. And I can't really eat her because she's my dog. And her name is Oreo. So I'm going to put Oreo right here, okay? And since it's her name, I need to do an uppercase O because names are important, so we do them in uppercase. So I'm going to do Oreo, okay? So I'm going to put an uppercase O. Remember, start at the top. And then we have an O for Oreo. So let's hear what else. Oh, she has an R. So I'm going to put a line down. I'm going to do it only in the middle and then a little rainbow to the side. So E. Oh, that's an easy one, E. So I'm going to put an E here because I hear that. So I'm going to put a C and then I'm going to go back in, okay? That's E. Oh, I gotta put another O. So I'm gonna put another O right there, and that's Oreo. Okay, so Oreo has two O's in her name. Isn't that cool? Yay, Oreo. It says Oreo, 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 Oreo. And if you want to touch, it goes E. I was getting messed up. Let's do that again. Oreo, 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 Oreo. All right, and now on here, I'm going to draw Oreo. So this is what she looks like. She's a puppy dog, of course. So she has her dark ears. And then she has a patch right here. She has a patch there, and she has a patch here. And then she has her nose and her mouth. And she's got her little dots. And then I'm going to go ahead and put her eyes right there because her eyes are inside. And then I'm going to give her a pupil so that way she can see. And then here's her body. And then there's my Oreo. So now I have Oreo. Yay! All right, we're going to do one more word. This time we're going to put the O in middle of the word, okay? Instead of having it start or begin with the letter O, it's going to go in the middle, okay? And then let me go ahead and put this down just a little bit more for you guys so you can see just a little bit better. There you go. All right, this word, we've already done this letter, and it goes, oh, and that's an L, right? So we're going to do an L, and that is a straight line down. All right, there's that O, so we're going to put an O, okay? So we're going to put an O. Log, g. That's a G, okay? So we're going to do a G. Let me move my eraser out of the way. Let's put a G, and that's just a circle with a long hook, okay? So it's g, log, g, log, and it goes like this, g, log. You do it one more time, g, log. Can you do it without me? Good job. So now we're going to draw a log, okay? So I'm going to start with an oval. And then I'm going to draw a line out and a line out. And then I'm going to close it. And then in the middle, I'm going to make it look like wood. So I'm going to put little circles all the way around. And then I'll put my wiggles in it. So it looks like a log, okay? So now we have octopus, we have Oreo, and we have log. So what we're going to do is we're going to clap them out. We're going to do our syllables, okay? And syllables are how many times we open and close our mouths when we say a word. So let's do octopus, okay? Miss Keegan will do it first, and then I'll let you do it, okay? Ready? Octopus. There's 3 syllables. Octopus. I want you to do it. Good job. All right, let's do Oreo, okay? It goes Oreo. 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 I want you to do it now. Good job. Okay, now we're going to do log, okay? This one's pretty easy. Log. There's only 1 syllable. Log. 1 syllable. Log. Okay, I want you to do it now. So good job, guys. Now, in our song, if you were watching this song, it had an O like this. It had a O like that, and then it had 2 lines, which means it's a sound, okay? Then there was this line right above here. All right, we're going to talk about that in just a little bit and later on. So don't worry, I'm going to show you what that line means. And it tells us if the sound is short or if it's a long O. And pretty soon we'll work with all that together. So that's coming, just to give you a heads up, okay? So keep up the good work, guys. And I want you to go write 3 words that you can think of that have the letter O. So give it a whirl. And if you cannot get all your sounds yet, that's okay. Just write that O for me and draw the picture, okay? Write the O and draw the picture. It's okay if you can't do all those sounds yet. But if you want that challenge and you want to sound out all your sounds, do the challenge and try to do all your sounds. And then tomorrow, you guys get to go on the letter O hunt. I'm going to go on one in my house, and then you get to go on one in yours. And then you get to show me what you were able to find with the letter O and put it on canvas, okay? So great job, but that's tomorrow's work. So good job, guys, with the letter O. Remember, it's a vowel. It has 2 sounds, the short sound and the long sound. So ah and O. Ah and O. Ah and O. Go have some fun writing your own O words, guys. Good job.